Well, they say that the flood has hit Parliament today. It's not water, but it's a lot of speeches, and watery speeches especially.
Yes.
The debate is inevitably about the flood. It's a
Right.
budget. It's officially it's about the New Year's budget, which comes to 2.38
trillion baht.
trillion baht with a deficit of
400,000.
which is a big deficit.
400 billion baht deficit.
Yeah. So it means that the government will have to either raise taxes or borrow money to fill the deficit. And of course, this is not the whole budget for next year. I'm sure there will be sort of the mid-year special budget for immediate relief. But the Parliament today, of course, heard a lot of criticism from the opposition and also a lot of defensive statements from the government side.
Yes. Well, actually, this of this total budget, about 120 billion baht set aside for immediate term relief measures for this government, and that is, we believe, is a key point of criticism of the opposition. Khun Abhisit said that he doesn't understand why this amount of money is put in the central budget, because he said that that will make implementation quite blur and very hard to monitor, which of course I think his government would have done the same thing. Budget. Actually, what happened today is nothing. The real war will take place in the vetting process. Today it's just everyone trying to be political a little bit.
Trying to get votes from
Yes.
the constituencies, but the debate wasn't that ferocious, wasn't that heated?
No, not at all. Maybe with the attention on the Bangchan
industrial estate,
which is facing evacuation as we are speaking now. It's really hard to focus on the debate, actually.
Yeah.
But of course, Khun Abhisit, main point of Khun Abhisit is that the government has failed to reassess the situation. He said that most of this budget was done before the flood disaster hit the country. So he said a lot of rethinking should be done. For example, he said that the so-called populist policy should be rethought. But it's interestingly, he said that he's okay with the 300 baht minimum wage now. Said that it would be good to increase the spending power of.
You mean after the flood?
After the flood, yes, of course. But he made strong reservations about the first car and the first house, first home policy of the government. He said that instead of using the maybe 30 billion baht to fund this kind of policy, the money should have been used or set aside for employment boost in the future.
And the tablets for Pathom students?
Right. He said that the government should rethink that. Absolutely. Because otherwise, this government would face a serious fiscal situation if the economic situation is not reassessed. That's what the economist said.
So it's a very sort of polite debate and not much of confrontation. But I think the real debate will go, as Khun Tunsati said, when they are starting to debate the details at the committee level.
The vetting committee.
Yeah, the vetting committee. That's where they really fight the battles for every baht.
But actually, everyone wants the budget bill to pass, in the opposition included.
Even the opposition.
Because they want the money to go into the provinces and as soon as possible. So today it's just like shadow box.
Shadow boxing?
Yes.
But I have heard that there might be a special parliamentary session devoted to the flood issue. Under the Constitution, they can call a general debate without voting.
Yes.
And I think they are looking at that. And the government may have to agree to that, because that's the only way that the parliamentarians can show that they are worried about the situation. Because so far there has not been any action taken by the MPs and the senators.
Yes.
There are individuals who talk about the issue, but the real action, parliamentary action, has not been really been conducted. So I think this is what's going to happen because
the
there's no
real
vote.
attacks from the opposition could come in that session also. They could be saving the attacks for that session.
Right, and the government can then defend itself and explain what is going to happen after two committees have been set up, and they can now say that they're working seriously on the real problem.